When I was a child, when I was a young adult, and when I was 40 years old, I thought farm animals ran in pasture, having a great life. I had no idea. There are over 10 billion animals killed for food in the U.S. every year. And when I saw the circumstances under which they were raised, I was appalled. If people had any idea how their food was really produced, they wouldn't buy it. Animals are sentient beings. They can feel. They can feel pain and they can feel frustration. As a society, we should just remember that you need to have respect and compassion for any living thing. What we're doing is trying to provide relief for the 10 billion animals that are killed in the U.S. for food every year. It's a certification and labeling program that is based on humane rearing and slaughter standards for farm animals that assures consumers that when they purchase products that have the logo on it, that those animals from birth through slaughter were raised humanely. The feedback from farmers has been wonderful, and I think that they were most impressed with the fact that our inspectors are really knowledgeable about the animals, that they actually can get information from us about improving farming practices, and it helps farmers stay in business. It gives them a niche, it gives them an edge, it gives them something to compete with.
The fact that Humane Farm Animal Care exists and is a third-party auditor gives us a distinct advantage when we're talking to our customers to say that our products have been certified by this organization. And we find it is the most important issue that the customer has when it comes to deciding whether or not to purchase our product.
A lot of farmers would say to me, well, if consumers really wanted this, we would do it. So that was, to me, the answer. As a consumer, I thought that if I had this choice, I'd vote with my pocketbook, I'd go to the supermarket, and that's what I would buy.
Our customer base is interested not only in good, flavorful meat, but also on how the animals are raised and are they cared for in a humane manner.
They have to be able to participate in natural behaviors. They have to be fed natural feeds. At the core of the program, it's that the stress level of the animal has to be kept to an absolute minimum.
Some farmers are resistant to change because, like every group of people, this is what I've always done, this is how I'm always going to do it, this is the status quo. I don't think that there are any barriers to putting up 4 sticks and a canvas over to provide shade for animals, or to pull out gestation stalls and create group housing, or get rid of cages so that laying hens are on the floor and they're not hemmed up in cages. What I've seen are farmers on our program who wanted to make a change and who were incredibly creative and who made those changes. We launched in May 2003. There were 143,000 animals raised under our standards. We are making excellent progress. The Certified Humane program includes information and tools to help individuals use their buying power to support producers that practice humane farming. Over time, consumer education and demand will help to build a more humane way of farming.
What goes into making a good egg? After all, they all look similar. So how do you know if an egg comes from a happy hen, or even a healthy one? Well, let's take a look at the first egg. This egg came out of an egg carton labeled all natural and farm fresh. And the hen it came from? She will spend her whole life crammed in a tiny cage, likely being fed antibiotics to ward off disease. She will never get to stretch her wings, or just get to act like a chicken. In the egg world, terms like all natural or farm fresh aren't regulated. So even though there's nothing natural about the way this hen is living, egg companies are free to use those terms anyway. Let's look at egg number 2. This egg is labeled cage-free. While the hen that this egg came from is thankfully not confined to a tiny cage, she does still live inside a space much like a large, overcrowded warehouse. She'll never get to see the outdoors or have the environment she needs to act like a normal hen, housed with up to 500,000 birds in a single building with really nowhere to go. It's still a pretty grim existence. Many companies are making the move to cage-free, but with no set requirements, many big egg producers are simply converting from cages to floor-to-ceiling aviaries like the one you just saw. So what's behind egg number 3? This egg came from a Nellie's certified humane free-range farm, and the hen that made this egg? Well, she's one happy hen. Our free-range hens get to live their lives like real hens. With access to pasture every day in good weather, our hens can spread their wings, forage in the fields, or scratch in the dirt. At Nellie's, our girls get access to nutritious, high-quality, antibiotic-free and hormone-free feed, along with fresh, pure water. And the small family farms they live on? They're all certified humane, a regulated standard that requires a lengthy accreditation process and an annual audit. As the first egg brand in the country to earn this respected seal, you can be sure that means our hens are raised and handled humanely. So while these eggs might all look pretty similar, the farms they come from certainly don't. When you see a Nellie's free-range carton, you'll see our certified humane stamp. This is your guarantee that the eggs you're purchasing come from healthy, free-range hens. At Nellie's, we love our hens, and we think you'll love our eggs.
Regina Bauscher, Honey Sweetie Acres co-owner. I read a story about Certified Humane in Mother Earth News. And so I began researching Certified Humane, and it sounded like just the right fit for us. We wanted our customers to know the level of care that we provided our animals. Most family farmers do their very best to take care of their animals properly and lovingly, and with an eye out towards what's best for them. So we wanted to be sure that we could put forth that to our customers. And so I think being inspected is a good thing. Being certified humane has been very valuable for our business. Our customers definitely appreciate it and value it. We could share with people our practices and they would know that our animals were worth taking care of. I would highly encourage other producers to be involved in Certified Humane. We have nothing to hide on how we care for our animals, and if anything, it's an educational resource for the average person who doesn't know. What they're concerned about is the animal cared for properly? And this would help get the word out that yes, they are cared for properly. The better our animals are cared for, the better goat milk they produce, the better product we can make.
Hi guys, Jamie Oliver here, hope you're well. Okay, Sobeys and I are teaming up to help Canadians eat better. Now what does that mean? Well, it's all part of offering you guys better food from better sources. My team and I have been working extensively with the Sobeys team for the last year and really challenging them to raise the standard of their chicken, pork and beef that they carry to start offering more certified humane meat. They taste great and it's just the right thing to do. It's been quite a journey, but I couldn't have been prouder of the work that we've done together. We've travelled across the country visiting some of the best ethical farms and ranches in Canada.
What Jamie and the food team are trying to achieve with Sobeys is offering the consumer something that is a good trade-up from where they are at the moment. So we're looking for something that's been raised with more integrity. It's fully traceable. We can be really proud of that.
Here at CL Ranch, great care is taken to ensure cattle are raised in a humane condition with minimal environmental impact.
I am a fourth-generation rancher. This farm has been here on the banks of the Jumping Pound Creek for 135 years. We choose to do the best that we can to raise the cattle as naturally and beautifully as we can, simply because we are next-door neighbors to 1 million people in the city of Calgary. And we feel that it's our responsibility to do everything that we can to ensure that we are not impacting our environment in any negative way possible.
These cattle are fed a minimum of 150 days on a strict vegetarian diet and are never given any form of antibiotics or growth hormones.
All our cattle are out on the open pastures where they will eat exclusively forages, natural forages, or tame grass that we've seeded, but it's all grass. In the wintertime, we will feed hay to the cows, and in the feedlot, grain combinations that are grown here at the ranch.
Out east in Quebec, in Dubreton Farms, we found some of Canada's best certified humane pork. Here the pigs are raised cage-free, antibiotic-free, and fed an all-vegetable diet.
Certified humane is important because it gives us a higher confidence level that the animal through its whole life has been treated humanely, very stress-free, and that has been treated with dignity and respect.
We want people to have food on their tables that they can be really proud of, knowing that it's an honest, integral, healthy product.
At the Blue Goose Farm in Ontario, we fell in love with their wonderful certified humane chicken. Here the chickens are raised on an all-vegetable diet, free of antibiotics, the way nature intended it.
We fully believe that the better the animal that you raise, the better the food product it provides for us. The benchmark we always use is for Jamie to say, I would feed that to my kids.
We've still got a long way to go, but me and the guys at Sobeys are really proud to say that we're the first Canadian grocer to be certified humane in beef, pork and chicken. So guys, look out for the brands that are supporting higher welfare meat. It's a really important thing. You're going to enjoy it, try it, and I'm sure you'll be back for more. Take care.
How do you respond to people who say that if you really love animals, you wouldn't support any industry that turns them into food for consumers?
Yeah, that's a good question, and a question that we receive a lot, actually. I respond with a very simple fact, which is that the humanity is going to eat meat for the next 500 years at least.
Mm-hmm.
So we cannot ignore this fact. And our organization is not we do not make promotion on meat consumption. We do not promote, we do not go and tell people just to eat meat and to eat animal products. We promote animal welfare, production with animal welfare, farming with animal welfare. So exactly because we cannot ignore the fact that billions of animals are raised every year for food. 97% of the humanity of the human race is eating animals, and we cannot just be blind and not do anything about it and try to turn our eyes to the other side and say that it's not with us. Just being vegan because this is to respect. No, I think we should do something, and this something is develop the certification program that really has as a mission to improve the lives of farm animals. So every couple of years, 2-3 years, we review the standards, including new technologies, new knowledge on how to raise animals with animal welfare. It's not just some manual that we took somewhere. No, it's something that's is moving. The knowledge is improving. We have many studies actually showing profitable operations, so people are making money with that. It's not just being sustainable, so it's a business, a strong business. And I support this cause. That's why we are here.
My husband grew up with rabbits, chickens, and goats, and I grew up with cattle and horses. When all of our kids left home, we decided we wanted to go back to the life we had as kids, living on a farm and taking care of animals and just living more of a rural lifestyle. We thoroughly enjoyed animals in general from the other animals that we raised when we were growing up, but we found goats to be just the perfect fit. They're friendly, they're intelligent, they're very affectionate. They have a bad rap for being smelly and stubborn. But that's really not the case. You have your bad actors, but in general they're wonderful animals and they brought us a lot of joy and fun. When we produce our products, we have an eye out for the very best ingredients. We use certified organic ingredients, botanicals. We look for the cleanest, purest ingredients that we can use. Being certified humane has been very valuable for our business. People who don't fully understand the animal world were making comments, and many times people wouldn't stop and ask. They would just pass judgment and walk on. That was an added benefit of being certified humane. We could share with people our practices and they would know that our animals were worth taking care of. I would highly encourage other producers to be involved in certified humane. We have nothing to hide on how we care for our animals, and if anything, it's an educational resource for the average person who doesn't know. What they're concerned about is the animal cared for properly? Family farmers work very hard. We care if our animals are ill. We care how comfortable they are. We care that they're being fed properly. We love them. Most family farmers do their very best to take care of their animals properly and lovingly and with an eye out towards what's best for them. Taking care of these animals is a passion for many people, and they do the very best they can every day, and it's a lot of work. The better our animals are cared for, the better goat milk they produce, the better product we can make.
I'm Jacqueline, one of the founders of Open Farm. Open Farm is the first ethically raised and sourced pet food. We started this company because we could never understand loving our pets and feeding them factory farm meat that comes from animals that were treated without even a basic level of respect. We wanted to give people a humane option and connect them with where their food's coming from. We use 100% humane and sustainable meat. That means meat from farm animals who were fed a healthy vegetarian diet, free from antibiotics and growth hormones, and animals that were able to be animals and engage in their natural behaviors. We're certified humane pet food. Certified Humane is the leader in animal welfare and food production. The reason they're the leader is because their standards are extensive and they cover the entire life of the animal. That includes what that animal is fed, how it's handled, and how much space it has. To be a part of this program, our entire supply chain is audited and inspected by Certified Humane on an ongoing basis. So that means every single farm that we source from and our whole manufacturing process is held to those very same standards. Our fish sourcing really mirrors our meat sourcing. We have a 100% ocean caught program, so we can guarantee no antibiotics in the feed. We also have the first catch of the day style fish program. It's like going to a restaurant and ordering the fish of the day off the menu. It's the freshest, most abundant fish at that time. If you turn your bag over and look under the best before label, you'll see the type of fish that's in that batch stamped on the bottom of the bag. Open Farm has a full sustainability program. We've already talked about our farming practices and our sustainable fishing practices, but we also source our vegetables locally, and we're the first dog food company to have a nationwide bag recycling program. When we set out to investigate our packaging for Open Farm, we discovered that over 95% of dog food bags are non-recyclable, so we knew we had to find another way. We partnered with TerraCycle, who's the leader in recycling non-recyclable waste. The way that this works is you would return your empty Open Farm bags to your retailer. They'll collect them, go online, print off a shipping label, and those bags will be picked up, shipped off to TerraCycle, and they'll become a brand new product like a park bench or a shopping bag. You'll see the words "Do Some Good" printed on our bag and on our website. Do Some Good is the ability for you to feed the absolute best to your pet while making a meaningful difference for farm animals, supporting farmers who are doing things the right way, and reducing the environmental footprint of the pet industry. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. Let's do some good and make a humane choice when feeding our pets.
Because you care about animal welfare, you buy products that claim to offer natural or humanely raised pigs. But it's often a question of marketing. Eye-catching labels do not guarantee good living conditions for the pigs if the producer is not certified by a recognized third-party organization. To make sure you choose humanely raised pork, put your trust in third-party recognized certification. Certified Humane ensures pigs are given cage-free living spaces in which they are free to socialize, play, and rest, and no antibiotics ever. Let's change the world by making responsible choices with Du Breton Certified Humane. Spread the word and help us improve the lives of thousands of pigs.
My grandfather Les, he decided to be one of the early egg farmers in northern New Hampshire. He handed it off to my parents after making a good living as a small family farm. Probably when I was early high school that it sunk in that things were not going well. That's really when the industry changed, which led to really an unprecedented scale and industrialization in egg production. My parents, honestly, they didn't see a future in our own farm. Our conversion to become an organic egg farm exclusively and free range, it was philosophically something that we wanted to do, but it was also done sort of out of necessity. We were trying to save the family farm. Early on, we started partnering with other family farms for our supply, farms that were a lot like us, and recruiting and finding farms that wanted to sort of follow the model that we had set out. Upstate New York, Maine to Midwest, we have about 60 family farms that we partner with.
They make you feel like we as small family farms were important.
Even before I built the barn, I knew it was a great company. Everything's turned out just the way I wanted it to and even better.
They're healthier overall, the hens, if they can get outside. I'm just enjoy seeing them run around.
It's as close to having your hen running around in the barnyard, but she's well taken care of and protected.
We have a huge role in being an opportunity for family farms to exist in egg farming and thrive. Not just exist, but thrive.
I'd touch every egg that comes out of this farm, so.
Our business is based in goat milk, and the better our animals are cared for, the better goat milk they produce, so the better product we can make. They're friendly, they're intelligent, they're very affectionate. They have a bad rap for being smelly and stubborn, but that's really not the case. And number of years ago, my husband had a skin condition, and he'd been going to dermatologists and getting steroids and various other prescription medications, none of which was helping the condition. So I had moved into natural skincare for my own family at that point and had made some goat milk soap for him, and over time, between that and our other products, his condition cleared and never returned. So we thought we were probably on to something with that. We decided to give it a try and thought, well, it'll be fun as a little hobby, and when we're retired, you know, that we can enjoy and do it at our own pace. Well, little did we know, it took off. Honey Sweetie's been going ever since. We're not intimidated by multinational corporations who are in skincare. If you're comparing a can of biscuits that you buy in the grocery store to what Grandma made from the best ingredients, they're not remotely similar. And that's kind of how we look at the skincare industry. When we produce our products, we have an eye out for the very best ingredients. We use certified organic ingredients, botanicals. We look for the cleanest, purest ingredients that we can use. Regina Bauscher, Honey Sweetie Acres co-owner. I read a story about Certified Humane in Mother Earth News. And so I began researching Certified Humane, and it sounded like just the right fit for us. We wanted our customers to know the level of care that we provided our animals. Most family farmers do their very best to take care of their animals properly and lovingly and with an eye out towards what's best for them. So we wanted to be sure that we could put forth that to our customers. And so I think being inspected is a good thing. Being Certified Humane has been very valuable for our business. Our customers definitely appreciate it and value it. We could share with people our practices and they would know that our animals were worth taking care of. I would highly encourage other producers to be involved in Certified Humane. We have nothing to hide on how we care for our animals, and if anything, it's an educational resource for the average person who doesn't know. What they're concerned about is the animal cared for properly? And this would help get the word out that yes, they are cared for properly. The better our animals are cared for, the better goat milk they produce, the better product we can make.
Speaking of which, one of the hottest trends sweeping the nation right now is goat yoga.
You can find it in Goshen.
That's right. And Sheila and Jen and Tara and I, we went out there to give it a try at Honey Sweetie Acres.
Before a strenuous day of yoga, the kids, get it, need a little snack.
Oh my God, it's so cute.
I'm two-fisted with goats.
Okay.
I'm double-fisted with the goats. Hello, goats.
We never had goats. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Happy.
just like dogs, huh?
You did good.
Go ahead, Rain.
No, he's like, give me that one now. No, you already had yours.
Now it's time to get to work.
We're all new to this, including the goats, and so are you. So let's just really have a wonderful time together. So we're just going to have some fun, do a few things sitting, standing, and lying down. Regina and Steve have a little shovel in order to help with the goat pellets. So it's all part of the experience. And now turn to the side and take in the view of the beautiful world and our lovely goats. And let's shovel some more hay. And now my aching back. Oh, so we need more yoga.
Jen is covered in goats. It's a dream come true. I'm covered in animals. She's like Snow White. Oh, every time they jump on me, it just startles me half to death.
And look at my goat.
Tara got a goat named Cat.
There's good touching and there's bad touching.
People love it, you know. They love being able to commune with an animal, get out to nature, get rid of stress, and just laugh. If you get anything out of this, you're going to laugh.
The goats steal the show, that's for sure. And so I see it as just making space and holding the space so that people can enjoy the goats and the yoga and have a good time.
Jen put the goat to sleep.
They love that. They love to jump up on you, and that's why it works. Yeah, they love the child's pose because that's when they get right up on there.
And what's funny, these goats, like, they'll just be walking, like, they'll just freak out all over the place.
Their legs will kick to the side.
I'm a little disappointed because you had a pretty good mimic of the goats, and it did not make its way into that.
We'll have to put it online for you.
By the
way,
they have fantastic soaps that you can check out as well.
The farm and Julie, our yoga instructor, links at local12.com.
Good stuff.
Here's one of them. Is there a way to get them to kind of go toward the water?
Yeah.
I guess the camera's interesting to them. They're more. So I guess I should go to the water and then they'll come.
They're curious creatures.
See.
Anxiety. Come on, anxiety. 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 Come on, anxiety. Come on, anxiety.
Come on, sweetie. Back.
Mama, she's running out the gate.
She's almost. She's getting out of there. One little girl will run out and run over there and get on the stand when he lets her out.
Anxiety. Come on, anxiety. Come on, anxiety. Anxiety, come on. Come on, anxiety.
Come on, sweetie.
Come on, anxiety.
Come on, sweetie. Who else do you think is running over Huh? Come on, Dulcie. Come on, Dulcie.
She was looking like, I don't know about this. Now
That
this
help?
one. Yes.
While you're cutting feet, I'm gonna go run and get the probiotic. We need some out here.
Okay, go ahead.
That's basically it.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, let me get a shot of the bucket. Okay.
Okay.
Not quite yet. Let me get a couple more shots. But I see they're already. Okay. And this over here, speaking of.
Hey.
Those are the daddies.
Daddy raised her in the house. That's Heidi.
I think it's amazing how you can. Well, I mean, if you see anything for long enough, you can tell it apart from others. But
Yeah.
I think it'll take me a while.
There's no mixing. We know every one of them.
Do they have like individual personalities?
Oh yeah. They all have a different voice. You can stand up the house and know which one is talking. Like Cookie, watch Cookie. See the one with the tan one with their head sticking out? Cookie! 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 See, she talks to you. You swallowed that already? Swallow it whole? Is that good? Daddy. 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 Hey, Daddy.
Yeah, I'm rolling. So they like the affection like dogs? Okay.